Okay, welcome to the Little Nemo speedrun. I'm your host, Little Nemo. So this is a speedrun by Donna Trady. It's glitch-free, and I accidentally forgot to record the audio when I was recording the video. So, good news and bad news, no audio, right? That's the bad news. The good news is, as a result, I've decided to do an audio commentary of the game so that it won't be too tremendously boring to watch. So this is the game, obviously, Little Nemo. This character appears. Now, there's a way to glitch through the text here, but this is a no glitch speedrun, so obviously I can't do that. So we have to watch the completely useless text. Although, actually, in this case, he does give you some useful information if this is the first time playing the game. His name is Flip. He tells you you never see him again. He will never be seen in the game again. So knowing that his name is Flip, completely pointless. Now, your main weapon in this game is candy, which you can use to stun enemies or, in some cases, take over their bodies, poltergeist style. You see here, I'm hopping around in a frog-like thing. I'm not sure that it is a frog. I'll show you later on. It doesn't actually look much like a frog at all when you see it when you're not inside of it, oddly. So this is a mole, obviously. He can dig. He can't jump. He's got adorable sunglasses on. He goes to sleep. You take over his body. His Slumberland will let it pass. So, how you actually got to Slumberland. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me talk about the keys. So, each level has keys, and you need all of the keys in the level to open the door in the end. There's the frog thing. It's like, what is that fin on his head? I don't know if frogs have fins. Anyway, so, what were we talking about just a second ago? The keys to the level? I think we were talking about something before that too. I can't remember. Plenty of time to go over this stuff. So, there's a little health thing, a little frog. You got to get all the keys. Each level has a door. The door has a set number of keys, and generally speaking, there's only enough keys in the level to open the door, so you have to find all of the keys. The exception being stage 3, which you'll see. So that's completing stage 1. Now, at the beginning of each stage, these little characters will run up to you. There's these adorable cutscenes here, but there's these little characters that'll run up to you, and they are creepy, man. I don't know what it is. The designer said, hey, these would be adorable little... No, they are just plain creepy. You'll see here in a second. Hi, Nemo. This is a magic flower garden. My friend Oopie wants to meet you. Look at that guy. He is creepy, man. Creepy. So anyway, this is an interesting level because you get to possess a gorilla character and punch some snakes in the face. So he falls asleep. You take advantage of that. Punch some snakes in the face. Sup, snakes? Boom, right in the face. So, although you don't actually get to use him very much in this level, it's pretty much just this little area here. But still kind of a cool character. I don't know what those are supposed to be. They look like spiders, sort of. Like creepy, humanistic spider. I don't know. This is not Nightmare Land, mind you. This is Slumberland, the pleasant one. Those dandelions you'll curse them through the entire game if you ever decide to play this game, which I recommend that you don't. But if you do, you will hate those dandelions through the entire game. So when you're on the salamander or gecko or whatever that blue guy is, you are at half height. So it's like Big Mario and Little Mario. You're basically on Little Mario, which allows you to get through that passage. Then you get the bee. Bees have a limited flight time. Basically, that's about as far as they can fly. So you have to time your stuff accordingly. So like that guy, he probably could have made it to the second flower there when I was doing that, but I don't risk it. All spikes in this game are instant death. So every spike will kill you, as I think actually I do an intentional death here, which is the only death of the run. So 1-up, key, death. And the reason being simply because it respawns me back at the checkpoint. No, most of the levels, I wouldn't say most of the levels, I think though, most of the levels don't have checkpoints. Some do, some don't. I don't know why. But that's like the only one you can really take advantage of there. So, You gotta get the salamander. And I'm actually trying to jump up there and failing, but I'm feeding him candy, which is you need to do anyway, so it works out. He can climb trees, obviously. This is basically the end of stage 2. All 6 keys. Then we have an adorable cutscene where your mother complains a lot. Go back to your room this instant. The House of Toys, where everything you love from childhood tries to kill you. So, here we go. Get the keys on top of the dollhouse, another key. Those keys are basically unavoidable. So you start the level with 3 keys, you need 6 total. And you'll see some as we go here. This is the only level that I think has more keys than you need to complete it. So those toy... Oh, like, oh, I love toy planes. Oh, they're kamikaze fighters. Awesome. Awesome. And they're trying to hit you in the face. You know, all the things you love from childhood. Yeah, trying to kill you. So I take a lot of damage there, but there's a lot of health packs in here, just as long as you do it carefully. Darn it. I'm even saying darn it. Having already completed the run, I've already finished the game, I already know what happens, but it still angers me when I do silly stuff like that. So those are the Nemo Smashers. These are the face rape squirrels. I've decided to name these all myself because I don't know the names. Kamikaze fighters there. Those are just hot air balloons with bombs coming from them. Zeppelins, I guess, maybe. Not technically, I realize. Anyway, getting distracted here. So here's one of the keys. There's 3 keys here that you can actually skip them if you want to, but there's no reason to. Because there will be extra keys at the end of the level if you miss them, which is nice. And remember, this is a children's game. Oh, smash. Smashing you with spikes. Oh, tenderizing Nemo. Smash. Smash. So, if you think this game looks easy, I suggest that you play it. And then tell me what you think. So, jump over that. Another one here. Whoop. And those things can bounce you into the spikes if they hit you. If you're like jumping and you're trying to avoid them, they'll bounce you into the spikes, instant death. This level has no checkpoints, so it really, really sucks when that happens. I made it through unscathed. Spoiler alert. Well, not unscathed, actually. I just got scathed, as it were. Let's see. Extra life, which you don't really need. And there's actually another key behind the door there if you need it. But I didn't need it, so I just ended the level early there. Adorable cutscene. Which is a shame that I forgot the audio in this because the music is actually pretty decent. The Night Sea. It's kind of a cool idea for a level. More nightmare fuel here. Is that kind of weasel thing? Like, I don't... And then he says, if you give the hermit crabs candy, they'll take you where you want to go, which I think is a drug reference of some kind. I'm not really hip to the drug scene, but that sounds like some kind of code. I don't know. And you get the hermit crab, which is like the most dorky looking thing ever. But now that guy is stuck there. Normally I'd just go up that way because it's faster and easier, but he spawned there, and so I kind of just got screwed. I'm trying to avoid damage there, and normally these guys chase me, but here I got kind of lucky. And I was like, where are the guys at? I don't know, but they didn't spawn, or they spawned earlier, and so they weren't there. Now, enemies, until you feed them candy and they go to sleep, will hurt you. Like, that guy will kill you if you just walk up to him without giving him candy. Much like, you know, children on Halloween. So, and there are a couple places in the game where it's very easy to die because the animal that's going to help you ends up walking up to you and just touching you, and then you die. So, it's a little frustrating. Now, the fish that you saw earlier in the level can actually be given candy, and you can use him to navigate this bit, but it's almost as easy with the frog, and it saves time to do it with the frog, so just use the frog. Those thingies try to impale you, and here are the spikes. So the water's constantly like kind of pushing you up, So you gotta avoid that and the spikes, and the guy's trying to impale you, and all of the awesome stuff. Now this guy is super annoying that he spawned there. So I'm trying to basically get around him so that he will go away and despawn off the side of the board, which he does not do. So then I'm like, well, we're gonna have to go around again, and this kind of eats up a lot of time. But there's really nothing else you can do. I mean, you can't. If he's there, you can't do this. So hermit crab. The only reason you need this guy is for this key. And when you throw candy as you jump, it makes you jump a little higher. At some points, it's essential in the game. Like the game is designed to be that way. I don't know about the candy bit, but it's designed. You have to like finagle a super jump, sort of. So yeah, that's definitely something. If you want to play this game, you're gonna have to figure out and practice that bit. It's not super hard, but like you need a little momentum, and then you got to hit them right at the right time. And here we go to Nemo's house, and this dog at the beginning is like, "Hey Nemo, I think we're in your house." That's it, and he disappears forever, never to be seen again. Like, why are you telling me this? I don't care. Does it being my house make it any different? Do I not recognize my own house? Like, I don't know. And when did I shrink down to bizarrely small size and all of these bats and things appear in my house to kill me? Snails with spikes on them. I don't remember those in my home. I don't know. Anyway, so the whole reason for this frog basically is to get a better animal. You just basically use him to get through here and then get the bee. Those monkeys with the plates are super annoying. They do a great job of trying to kill you. I think they made them too tough for this game. I mean, obviously, I do just fine, but I admittedly am an adult. As a kid, I think this would have been way too challenging and frustrating. And as a kid, I mean, I played like Ninja Gaiden and stuff, and this is obviously intended for a younger audience, but yeah, this game it's interesting. So those are the Nemo crushers. Climb up this wall. I mean, that's a cool feature of the game is you can cling to the walls and take control of the different animals. Now I get the bee. Just trying to get there more quickly. I think I get hit here, but it's fine because there is I do. There's a health kit right there. Around all the bats, and I'm trying to avoid getting hit by the bats, and I'm failing. So there's a trick in this level where if you get to the mouse and basically to the point where you need the mouse without taking any damage, then you can basically get past this other area that would require a bee by using the mouse. So you'll see. I won't spoil it whether or not I manage to do it here, but I totally do manage to do it. So I spoiled it. There you go. So get the key, and I gotta avoid these little spitty guys with the shells, like turtles with wings that shoot shells out of their mouth. Like, I don't know, it's trippy. So get the key, chandelier up here. I'd call this a secret area. It's not really though, because it's required for the game. You can't beat this level until you go here. So you just have to somehow know that you're supposed to go here. Let's see. And get the key. And now here's where it's very important. I can't lose any health. Or I can lose actually one health bar. Your health bar is dependent on which animal you are. So if you're a bee, you have 4 health. Frogs have 3. Gorillas have like 6 or something. And it almost never is useful because every time you switch back to Nemo, you go back to 3. And then you go back in the next animal. And then you're back to 3 with potential to go higher. It doesn't, you'll see as I swap out here. So, and here I find this is easier to do as Nemo generally. Or am I thinking of the wrong spot? No. Oh, I thought I did that as Nemo. Normally I just switch and do it. But anyway, so now I have the mouse. So you can see I have 3 bars of health because that's what Nemo had. But I also have 2 blank bars because the mouse has a potential for 5. But that, like again, that helps me 0. I don't know why they did it that way. So this guy is easy. For some reason, 2 of these guys spawn here, like almost every time. It's kind of unavoidable to take damage there, so you just suck it up. Killed the bat. I'll try not to get hit here. So I have 3 bars of health, which is the minimum that I need. Now here you have to like kind of jump, hit in order to get that second one. But you don't want to get the 2 above it because then you can't climb up there and get the key. The level's designed to be beaten with the bee, so that you use the bee to fly up there and to kill this guy. But because I had 3 bars of health total, I can sacrifice 2 bars to kill him, and then I can basically just get my way through here, switch to Nemo, and then to the left is a bee. Then you would fly back up and get it, but you don't need it because I have all the keys. So that saves a lot of time. Assuming you can pull that off. Adorable cutscene. Sound effects for you because I forgot the sound. So, Nightmare Fuel coming up. What's he going to do? Oh, he just wants to talk to you. I heard there's a ruined city in the clouds. Thank you for that super useful information. So you're on tops of houses, and this is kind of a cool level. It's a little unique in that it has some like scroll lock zones, I'll call them. It's possible to do that first jump to that from the jump from the first little cloud thingy, or just basically skip it and go to the third cloud thingy. But it's really hard to pull off, and I got tired of ending runs trying to pull that off, so I just do it the easy way. Now here, the level is scrolling up, and you have to land on these platforms because the bee only has so much life in him that he can, lift. Flight time, my brain has stopped. So you generally have to hit every platform, and if it goes too low, then you will just die. So, and here that almost happens. I actually touch that thing just long enough to get my flight ability back. And then these stupid dandelions try and kill me. Now there's a way to glitch right here. Not here. Not here. Right here. After you get the salamander, you can glitch through the bottom of this thing, which saves a lot of time. This is a no glitch run, so I don't do it. But it's actually really easy to pull off if you are playing the game for fun. And here I have to get past these stupid squirrel thingies and get some health. Thank you. Which I don't think I actually even need, but I get it anyway. And there's a dandelion here, which you basically, by jumping up near him, he starts his downward descent, and you use that to kind of manipulate. So, obviously, my guy's just off the top of the screen here. At one point, I thought I was going to die because, like, when you do it this way, which is not the smart way to do it, I don't know why I did it this way. Like, you can't tell where you're jumping, you just have to guess, sort of. And then here, I actually pick up that one up while I'm off the screen. I wasn't trying to, I just happened to do it. And you have to be on the left side of the screen when you end that, because otherwise the scroll lock won't like undo and you can't progress forward. So if I had to end it on the right side of the screen, I would have had to go to the left anyway to like trigger the game to let me go to the right. So ends the Cloud Ruins. And here's your mother complaining again. Huh, it's so adorable when mothers complain. So, let's see. Topsy-turvy. So this is pretty much just like the level at Nemo's house, except that everything is wacky and upside down. This is not a particularly difficult stage. It's just annoying. It's just annoying if you die. It's not even that long, really. But I think it's really just because at this point in the game, if you die, you've made it already past like all the other stuff. You're like, I don't want to speedrun this again. Just let me through this stage. So it's only annoying, I think, because of its position. Now, here I get the bee. You don't have to. You can get by with just the frog, but I find it's easier to get it with the bee, and it takes like an extra little bit of time. I'm not even sure if it actually takes extra time. Normally, a monkeys would spawn there, and you'll see one spawn at the bottom, but they didn't for some reason. So that made it easy. Although they're pretty easy to kill with the bee. So you basically use the frog to get up here, and then you can use the frog to jump there. And I really don't know that the frog even saves that much time, if it saves any time at all, so I just do the bee. And dandelions are my nemesis. The mouse. Why is it a mouse with a mallet? Who knows? But I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go punch a monkey in the face. So I'll use my mouse with a mallet to punch a monkey in the face. And then I'll get this frog with a fin on his head. Now this is the annoying part, right? Because you have these dandelions coming down trying to kill you. And then a lot of times the bee will run to the left, which means you can't. You need the frog to jump up there. You can't throw candy unless you're not the frog anymore. So it becomes like a catch-22 if the bee runs all the way to the left. It's super annoying. You have to just sit there and wait for him to go back because there's no other way to do it. So here's the monkey. Yeah, see? Easy to kill with a bee. And I get the key. And down we go. Look at that tremendous skill there. Amazing. So this part actually is tricky, this little bit here. Because you basically have to fly down, but you can't use any flight because you'll run out. So you basically have to drop and let kind of gravity take you over there, and then start flying in order to get back. And what level is after this? I think that might be the last one. Yeah, okay. So at this point in the game, Camille welcomes you to Slumberland, even though you've been here for, what, like 20 minutes already. I'm Princess Camille. Pleased to meet you. So in the beginning of the game that you guys didn't see, a messenger comes to Nemo and says, "Hey, we'd like you to come visit Slumberland. The princess really wants to meet you. Here's a present. She's giving you candy." And then like, "Oh, right, that sounds nice. Yeah, okay, thanks. I like candy." And then you get there and you're like, "Oh, Nemo, yeah. Hey, welcome to Slumberland. By the way, my father's been kidnapped. I need you to rescue him." Like, what? That's not an invitation. That's like your friend invites you over to like have pizza or something, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm also moving house. Right? Can you help me move some stuff?" It's like, no, that's a switcheroo there. You can't do that. And Nemo, the foolish, naive sucker that he is like, falls for it. "Please help me, Nemo. Rescue my father and defeat the Nightmare King." "Don't fall for it, Nemo. Don't fall for it." "I don't think I can. I'm just a little boy. I can't fight the Nightmare King." "You are crazy. You are a crazy woman. Crazy woman." "Well, what if I give you this? Morning Star." Interestingly, Morning Star, actual historical weapon. It's a mace, basically. I don't know how to use a Morning Star. I'm like 7 years old. What? Who do you think I am? "Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor." "Don't worry. This is the land of dreams. I'll just cast a spell on it." "If it's the land of dreams and you can just cast a spell, just get your father back. Cast a spell on him or something. I don't know. Just thinking." "Okay, now you can do it. You can attack or give candies." Awesome. And you don't need keys anymore. That's handy. "Please promise me you'll go to Nightmare Land and kill the Nightmare King. And paint my house. And wash my car." "Okay, I foolishly promise," says Nemo. Sucker. So this basically is just one long stage that's divided up into with sub bosses in each section. So you don't need the keys anymore. There's no doors, and Ouch, got hit there. I think I take damage here too because I'm stupid. Oh no, that's later on. There we go. Yeah, that's where I take damage. But no big deal because you can only have 3 life as Nemo, which you need to do to fight this penguin guy. So where he appears is pseudo-random, um, because basically like you'll start charging your wand in one direction and then he'll appear in the other direction, um, which you can use to your advantage. I don't because I'm not very smart. I should have. Like here, I'll be like, oh no, I guess I did a pretty good job actually. I thought maybe that was a previous run. Yeah, there we go. Then I start, yeah. I'm like, oh, I'll charge this way, and then he appears the other way. I think that happens like 2 more times. Yep, now he's over here. Not a big deal. He's not like a super difficult boss, but why bubbles? I don't know. It's like a heavy metal penguin with a crown. He sends out little mini penguins and bubbles inexplicably. But Nightmare Land, see that background going? That's pretty cool. It's like a heavy metal kind of vibe to it. I don't know. This is far and away the worst level of the game. It's super annoying. It's super easy to die. If I were a kid, this is the level in which I would throw my Nintendo out the window. I practiced this like a ridiculous amount um, in order to get this right. Toward the end of the level, I take damage intentionally to boost myself up to a platform, which I don't think the game had designed for that. I don't consider it a glitch because you're using basically the in-game mechanic in an unexpected way, not bad programming. Right there. So I take damage, and then I can jump over there, and then I jump up here. Now, on this next level, though, because they expect you to get to this level with the frog instead of the salamander gecko thingy, the spikes will not do damage to you. You can see here I'm avoiding the spikes. That's purely out of sportsmanship. I don't have to avoid the spikes at all. I could just jump right through them. But it's basically if I take advantage of the fact that the spikes can't hit me, I'm exploiting a glitch, which goes against my ethos. So I just pretend like the spikes can hurt me. Now when I switch back to Nemo, they can't hurt me. Um, so I know that seems bizarre, but that's the fairest way I could think to do it with no glitch. Um, so this guy, his patterns are random, but as long as you are consistent with what you do, he will constantly do the same thing. So if it seems like, how did he know he was going to be there? It's because I did that level like a million times in practice. One more how to do it. Yeah, there he goes. I love how I play the whole game in my pajamas, which is funny because there's a little bit of Inception there because I was also wearing my pajamas. So that's kind of crazy. This is the second to last level of the game. And by basically this bee follows you. Now, for a long time I did this unintentionally, not realizing what was going on here. But there are 2 Nemo Smashers that don't appear there because of that bee. And then here I get hit twice because I'm a dork. That's not even that hard to get past. I don't know why. So I have to be a little extra cautious here because I only have 1 life left. And the salamander thingy. Now if you just run, you can just run over the gaps as a salamander, which is kind of cool. And then these bats come down and try to take my last life and kill me and make me unhappy. But they fail. Fail bats. Now this guy the bee will sometimes run to the edge and be like, "Hey buddy, what's up?" And you're all like, "You just killed me, stupid bee." It's like, "We can still be friends," and you're like, "No, no, we can't, because now I'm dead." So that bat prevents the Nemo smashers from spawning again. I probably saw one just a minute ago. Respawn. Sometimes this mouse will run over to the edge when you're the bee and then kill you. This game is really unfair sometimes. Um, and then you walk up the edge here. Then these lava thingies. So basically, this is the last bit of the game before the boss, and that's the Nightmare King there, which is admittedly pretty cool looking. I mean, that's pretty scary and cool looking, and as a boss, he's a little disappointing. I think he's not that hard to beat, and um, his attacks are just kind of, I don't know. I mean, he looks cool, but I don't know, I think it was kind of lame. I don't know why I actually get the extra lives there, just out of habit, I guess. I could have just saved a couple seconds there. Mice can't swim, so you have to switch out. Here I'm climbing the stairs to the Nightmare King. I mean, that guy's pretty cool looking, right? He shoots these lasers at like a weird angle. Once you figure them out, they're not too hard to dodge, but one strategy is to keep that red thingy on this level at the whole time because only one can come out. That speeds up the time that you can use to basically charge up your thing and kill him because you don't have to worry about more coming out or them absorbing your shots. And I do try to take advantage of that a little bit here, but it can become challenging avoiding them. And eventually they'll go off the screen and another one will appear. I was not actually trying to even kill it, but it just got in the way. Then I decided to try and kill it, which was stupid. I don't know why I did that. And then it gets in the way again, and he should almost be dead though. Then I'm almost dead, and then I kill him. I was actually afraid at the end there that I had died, and that's why the game paused for a second there. But Morpheus, how can I ever thank you, Nemo? You've saved me and my kingdom. Don't mention it. Just, I was in the neighborhood. So I had to stop by. I was just fulfilling my promise to the princess. I know. I'll make you Prince of Slumberland. So, am I marrying your daughter, or just like an adoption thing? I bet Camille would be thrilled, wouldn't you, sweetheart? It's an arranged marriage, basically. Oh, goody, we can play together every day. We can have picnics in the lollipop forest. Camille, I like you, but I feel like things are moving a little fast. I mean, it's first it was just like, hey, thanks, but now it's all picnics in the lollipop forest. That's a little bit more commitment than I'm looking for right now. Your land is really wonderful and all, but it's I don't know. But what? Nothing. Can't you say no? I have these other things I have to do. I have homework and stuff, and I was gonna I got some paperwork. I got to do a lot of paperwork, and I got to get up early in the morning for work. So, yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, I gotta go. I got a whole bunch of stuff. People are probably worried about me. You can visit us every night. Yeah, sometimes I have better dreams than this, so I don't want to visit every night. Maybe once in a while, but again, well, I gotta. Hey, what are you doing? What are you? Oh, girls are icky. And that's Little Nemo. That is the end of the game. I'll let it play out. I wish I had some fantastic music here, but again, I forgot to record the audio, so I apologize for that. I'm sorry. It makes me sad because the game has really good music, but hopefully it made it not too boring to watch this. I think my final time was 31 minutes and 28 seconds. So that's pretty good for a no glitch run, anyway. And then here's the final scene. Yay! And then it'll just say the end in the top there. Um, it's basically just this screen for the rest of the game, so I don't feel like really watching all of that. If you ever do want to see the whole thing, let me know and I'll play the game again and you can watch the ending. But yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching.